Oh, go on then.
Hey there, friends.
Lindsay, stop calling me your friend. It's worse than a racial slur. Stop it.
Welcome to Queer Kid Stuff. I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Teddy.
Today, we're talking about where babies come from.
Really? Holy shit. This is around about the time that anyone who's currently off their tits on very powerful horse tranquilizers will say, whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, like that.
All are part of one big family. Gaming's happy. Queer Kid Stuff. You are enough here at Queer Kid Stuff.
You ready, Lindsay?
Hey, normally Lindsay says that bit. Way to take control, Teddy. Nicely done. Assertiveness is what everyone looks for in a toy bear.
Actually, Teddy, before I start...
Oh, you couldn't let him have it, could you? He's stuck by you through thick and thin, Lindsay. By your side for every bit of propaganda, all the misinformation, every strum of your ukulele. And this is how you treat him. Fucking disgraceful.
I need to talk to the grown-ups for a quick sec.
Ooh, that's us! I'm a bit worried we're about to get told off or something, but fuck it. Let's bank some FaceTime.
Hey, grown-ups.
Hi!
This is a quick disclaimer that we use some anatomically correct language in this episode.
Anatomically correct language? Why, that's the best kind of language. Spin on!
Here at Queer Kid Stuff, we encourage the use of correct anatomical language for our bodies.
That makes a nice change from politically correct, Lindsay. Good stuff.
We won't be talking about anything that isn't age appropriate, but we just want to let you know about some of the words we might be using so you can make that choice for yourselves.
Hold on. Did you see those words? Let's bring those bad boys back up. Egg, cool. Sperm, even cooler. Vagina and uterus. Where's the penis, Lindsay? I don't feel represented. Where's the penis?
Disclaimer over.
Whoa. I've got a disclaimer of my own. During this video, I will be using the following words. Now the disclaimer's over.
Are you ready now, Lindsay?
Jeez, the attitude on Teddy. When did he become a teenager? Probably somewhere during season 2, and yet he still doesn't know where babies come from. That's basic knowledge, Teddy. And I know it's not your fault. It's Lindsay's. She's like one of those parents who refuses to tell their child what gender they are. Abuse. That's what it is. Abuse and neglect.
Okay, yes, ready.
We're talking about babies. Cute, squishy little babies.
I have a couple of problems with that statement. First, babies aren't cute. They're like overinflated red dolls resembling a tiny Winston Churchill. And secondly, don't squish a baby. They're not meant for that. Unless you're making baby oil, in which case, carry on.
That's right. We're talking about where babies come from with a little help from one of my favorite books.
The Quran?
It's called What Makes a Baby by Corey Silverberg with illustrations by Fiona Smith.
Oh, so you don't even write your own episodes anymore then? I can't complain, really. This is the closest Lindsay's come to actually talking about boning to children. She's been skirting around it for years now, and I suspect that's because she doesn't actually know how it works, hence why it's coming from a book. I have a feeling she's going to be learning just as much as the kids.
Story time, story time, story time.
Don't get too excited, Teddy. I mean, it could have been Game of Thrones. There's lots of fucking in that. Very informative. And it mentions cocks. Something that I think is going to be missing from this particular book.
Property of Teddy Amy.
Right, so this is Teddy's book, but he still doesn't know where babies come from. So, shit book. And how many eggs? There's only supposed to be one. What is this, a vegan free-range uterus?
A book for every kind of family and every kind of kid.
Are you gonna read everything, Lindsay? How desperate are you to stretch your video out right now? Are you gonna read the fucking barcode off the back too? She skipped it. She skipped a page. Looks like Lindsay's getting real tired of her own bullshit.
This is a story about how babies are made.
The next 8 pages just say shagging.
The first thing you need to know is that you can't make a baby out of nothing. You have to start with something.
Oh yeah, for a lot of people that's several shots of Jägermeister, ever-decreasing standards, and a long-perished condom you've had since you were 13. How long does it take to turn a page, really? Are your fingers tired or something? Chop chop!
This is an egg. Not all bodies have eggs in them. Some do, and some do not.
We're not mentioning males and females then. No, we don't want to confuse any children with actual biology. I feel sorry for this guy though. I know it's a sperm cell, but it looks like he has a really small dick. And what's this one all about? They don't have anything. Infertility maybe? This book is deep. Come on!
Inside the egg are so many stories all about the body the egg came from.
Stories about where the egg came from. Like an epic about the fallopian tubes, Harry Potter and the ovaries. Sure, you can include a picture of a double helix, but using the word genes is just too much. And oh yeah, better add a picture of a tree covered in post-it notes for good measure.
This is a sperm.
You're a sperm.
Not all bodies have sperm in them. Some do, and some do not.
Most end up with sperm in them one way or another, Lindsay. I'm just saying. Is Teddy okay? He hasn't moved in a while. Can someone check his breathing? I think those horse tranquilizers have got the better of him.
Inside the sperm, just like inside the egg, there are so many stories about the body the sperm came from.
Why did the egg have a full-grown tree and the sperm has a tree stump? That's not fair. You'd think the sperm cell would be all about the wood. If anyone's wondering, the time spent turning pages currently totals around 39 seconds.
When grown-ups want to make a baby, they need to get an egg from one body and sperm from another body. They also need a place where the baby can grow.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, but why are they led on a bed of sperm and eggs? Are they in a motel? Oh, for fuck's sake!
This is a uterus. It is a place where a baby can grow.
I think you should be using 2 fingers there, Lindsay.
You might think that everyone has a uterus, since it has the words you and us in it, but not everyone has a uterus.
Girls! Just say girls! Don't break the word down into you and us. Just say girls! This is the worst book ever! And yes, that includes Justin Bieber's biography, First Step to Forever.
Just like eggs and just like sperm, some bodies have a uterus and some bodies do not.
Well, this just isn't realistic, is it? If everyone has a uterus, why is everyone smiling? Why is no one crying or doubled over from cramps or complaining about the pink tax? And again, why has this one got nothing? And what have you done with everyone's hands?
Every body that has a uterus always has it in the same place, just below the belly button, in the squishy middle part.
That's not true! You can have a uterus in a jar somewhere, like this. And if you want to go all out with the knitting, you can purchase a 2-headed fetus attached to a uterus and vagine for just $37.58. Weird price, I know, but when you're crafting deformed babies out of wool, you don't tend to worry about rounding up your numbers. Turn the pages faster, you bitch.
When an egg and a sperm meet, they swirl together in a special kind of dance. As they dance, they talk to each other.
That sounds fucking terrifying. And why are they allowed hands when the people aren't?
The egg tells the sperm all the stories it has to tell about the body it came from.
Typical female, eh? Won't shut the fuck up.
And the sperm tells the egg all the stories it has to tell about the body it came from.
Yeah, stories about a fucking tree stump, if you remember. Riveting shit right there. Man, sperm is boring. Roughly 1 minute and 8 seconds on the page-turning counter, guys, and it's driving me nuts.
When their dance is done, they are not 2 things anymore. They danced around and shared so much that they became one brand new thing.
Is there any danger this analogy will make kids scared to dance in case they merge with someone else to become one ultra-annoying being? I'm just saying, they're idiots.
At first, it is just a tiny thing. Sometimes this tiny thing does not grow, and sometimes it grows into a baby, like you did.
And sometimes it grows into a 2-headed fetus.
Who helped bring together the sperm and the egg that made you?
This would be prime time to mention the penis. Come on, give it some stage time.
Who was happy that it was you who grew?
You're kind of assuming every child was planned and wanted, but that's another book entirely. Ah, there it is. I'm getting a little arty-farty with the imagery here, but I'm pretty sure those fountains represent the cock, and those fish around them are the cooch. This page is all about the sex, which makes me worry about the old woman with the child on her lap and the little girl sticking her hands in the water.
Everything that grows, grows differently. Each of us grow in our own way.
Oh, no, Lindsay's gonna bring up the two-headed fetus. Not cool, Lindsay. When I do it, it's classy.
How a baby grows depends on the stories that the egg and sperm share, and on the uterus the baby is growing inside of.
Don't put it down to stories, or every episode of Reading Rainbow should come with a pregnancy test. One minute and 27 seconds spent turning page. This video could have been way shorter.
But before a baby can be born, it has to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Just like the penis you've still failed to mention.
This usually takes about 40 weeks.
Which is the same length of time it takes for you to turn a fucking page.
Sometimes the baby is ready to come out on its own.
Out of what? Where's the exit? It just stops. And look at this kid here. I don't trust that expression. He knows something.
Sometimes a midwife or a doctor will be the one to say it is time for the baby to be born.
This is where I begin to wonder, will the book tell us the sex of the baby is assigned by the doctor? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out.
No matter who decides, the baby does not just pop out by itself.
I don't know. I mean, normally I'd agree with you, but look at his face. Something's about to go down, man. I can feel it in my bones. Oh, for fuck's sake, Lindsay, spend some time practicing turning the pages next time. It's not something anyone should be shit at.
Some babies are born by coming out through a part of the body that most people call the vagina.
Most people. That picture is disturbing, though. Why's the woman blue? Did she drown? And why is her baby a different colour to her? Genetically speaking, blue would be the dominant colour, so I don't think that's her baby.
And other times, doctors will make a special opening below the belly button, take the baby out, and then close up the hole.
And other times, the baby's sliced up in the uterus and sucked out with a small vacuum. This could be due to medical reasons or because the woman just didn't want it. Either way, I'd love to see the drawing for that one. One minute and 44 fucking seconds.
Whichever way the baby comes out,
What, like the asshole?
it is a pretty big deal for the baby. It is also a pretty big deal for the people who waited and waited and waited for the baby to be born.
Like Lindsay here, who stalks the maternity wards informing newborns that there are more than two genders because you have to indoctrinate them while they still believe anything.
Sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it is quick. Sometimes it hurts a little. And sometimes it hurts a lot. But usually, everyone needs a lot of rest afterwards.
I don't know if that was describing childbirth or sex, or a queer kid stuff video. It's open to interpretation, I guess. How many more pages, Lindsay? And look, it's Nigel Thornberry. Smashing.
Who is waiting for you to be born?
Was that it? It took you 5 fucking seconds to turn the page for that?
Wasn't that a good book, Teddy?
Fuck no!
Yeah, now I know all about babies.
That's right.
Teddy, how did you not already know? It's your fucking book! Your name's written on the inside. Holy cock and balls, man!
Well, that's it for today.
Oh, thank fuck for that. The original video was 7 minutes and 11 seconds, but 1 minute and 49 seconds of that was spent turning fucking pages. And it makes me want to write my own children's book, you know? I think I could do a better job. Like, chances are you weren't planned, but even if you were, your parents probably regretted it somewhere down the line. Because in my opinion, you shouldn't lie to kids, unless it's really, really funny. Thanks for watching, guys. Please consider becoming a patron or a supporter so I can continue my research research into why I can drink a pint of beer but piss out a pint and a half. The links are in the description, and remember, there's nothing more precious than a child's laughter. Unless it's 2 a.m. and you don't have a kid.